So this is the Hozelock EasyClear. It's an all-in-one pond pump, filter and UVC. So it keeps your pond clean and clear and will do all the work of doing that without any other extra bits of kit. So it's much simpler than a lot of alternative setups for keeping the pond clear. The whole thing goes in the pond. There's one cable attached to it which needs to be fastened to the electrical supply. It's a 10-metre long cable, 32 feet, so that should be enough for most people. Once you've put it in the pond and turned it on, it'll start to work, and that's really all you need to do. It's as simple as that. It wants to sit on the bottom of the pond, and ideally this fountain part of it is going to be above the surface of the pond so that the water will fire out the top and give you a nice looking fountain. It does come with extra pieces so you can make this longer, so if your pond's a bit deeper you can still make the fountain work. You've got a whole range of fountain heads that do different kind of patterns to make the fountain look different for you. You've got one here that does an umbrella shape, which is quite good if you've got a windy area so the water doesn't disappear out of the pond. The other thing it can do, if we look on the back of it, is it's got a little tap here which allows you to attach this to a waterfall. So water will come out of this tap once you turn it on, and you can put a hose on here and then lead that hose off to your waterfall. You'd just get a piece of hose and you'd fasten it onto the bottom of there, fasten it in place with a clip to hold it tight, turn on the tap to adjust the amount of water that flows down here. It will reduce the amount of water that comes out of the fountain head as you increase the amount of water that goes to the waterfall, but it gives you the option to do both things. On the smaller model we don't have this waterfall control on the back of it. Instead the water will just come out of the fountain, but you can still control the height of the fountain by turning this dial on the top of the EasyClear. Very easy to look after these. Water's drawn in through the top of it, and some bits of the dirt from the pond will stick to the outside of it, but some of them will go inside, and there's a further sponge inside that will stop those from damaging the pump. From time to time the water flow will slow down, so you'll see your fountain get a bit smaller or your waterfall get a bit less powerful. When that happens, you turn it off at the mains. You can take it out of the pond, which is pretty easy, just lift it up by the top. When you've got it on the side of the pond, you can clip off this lid, and inside you've got a foam. By the time you come to do this will be a lot dirtier. You can lift the foam out and you can rinse this out in a bucket of pond water. It's the easiest way to do it, so you can get it back to more or less as clean as it was, because some of these holes here will be filled up with muck from the pond. Also inside you've got a couple of bags of stones. It's not worth cleaning these out. That's where you're going to grow some healthy, beneficial bacteria that are helping to keep the pond clean and safe for your fish. So don't bother cleaning those. You can clean the other foam that's the other side of it in the same way as the first. Then there's another bag here of what they call coldness media, which is a little type of plastic ring. Again, allows for bacteria to grow on there, good bacteria that are going to help keep your fish healthy. When you've cleaned it all out, you can give this a bit of a wipe with a cloth as well. You can put it back together pretty straightforwardly, put the lid back on, pop it back in the bottom of the pond, turn it on.